Never miss an update from the dialog box. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. The background. In late April, angry protests erupted in Ratnagiri district of the western Indian state of Maharashtra when authorities began testing the soil for the mega project to be built by a consortium of Indian state-run oil majors and global giants Saudi Aramco and Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. Thousands of villagers, led by women, braved the intense summer temperatures and lay on the roads to prevent officials from entering the site. Many others shaved their heads and went on a hunger strike to mark their descent.
ह्या आमच्या कोकणात ना नको ती घाण आणून ठेवला नाही आणि ती घाण आमका नको का तर ह्या कोकणात आम्ही ज्या निसर्गाने आमका दिला ना तेच आमका भरपूर झालं हो. आज समजा ह्या कोकणात ही रिफायनरी इली तर आमका पियोचा पाणी मिळणार नाही. त्या कातळावर पडणारं पाणी आम्ही 12 महिने पाणी पितो.
When talks with the villagers proved unsuccessful, police imposed a curfew on their movement and used batons and tear gas to disperse the protesters. Mounting opposition. We don't want this chemical refinery. According to mango growers in the region, the slightest air pollution and deforestation would severely damage their yields given how sensitive the Alfonso variety is to the vagaries of wind and weather patterns. The project, initially planned as a $40 billion, £31.6 billion venture, the size of the 60 meters ton per annum project has had to be cut by a third because of the long delays in getting it off the ground. The project was first announced in 2015 to be built in Nana village, a few kilometers away from the current site in Barsu village in Ratnagiri. The plans were scrapped after it met with stiff opposition from the residents of Nana, its village council and environmental groups. The politics. The state's previous chief minister Uddhav Thackeray revived it last year, proposing Barsu as the new site. But out of power now, he has changed his view in support of the locals. The present-day government, which comprises of a splintered faction of Mr. Thackeray's party and the BJP, says resistance to the project is politically motivated. As the industries minister, it is my job to clear the misunderstandings of people who are being misled by external forces, Uday Samant, a state minister told the BBC. Mr. Samant also claimed the government has already acquired 3,000 of the 5,000 acres of land on which the refinery will be built. The reality. The soil testing for the project, for instance, took place barely a few meters away from some of the 170 petroglyphs on the plateau. Letters of objection from at least 6 local village councils were brushed aside by authorities, saying people from these hamlets didn't own the land on which the refinery would come up. The government is allowing the fate of this region to be decided by 200 investors rather than by its people, said Satyajit Chavan, an anti-refinery activist who spent 6 nights in jail for social media posts urging residents of the region to join in the protests. Whether or not the proposed refinery meets the same fate remains to be seen. Never miss an update from the dialog box. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon.